Signs he's cheating. We do not like to face it, and cannot believe it could even be true, not my boyfriend. But there is that little voice saying that he is being unfaithful. Never ignore your gut instinct. If you're thinking that cheating might be present in your relationship, chances are it is. While there's no clinical diagnosis that can uncover whether or not your partner is cheating, there are several signs that could mean infidelity is there. Here are 10 well-known signs of cheating. Drastic changes in communication. We all get busy with life and sometimes forget to check in with our partner, but pay attention when communication starts to take on a different tone. He used to ask about your day and engage you in conversation, but now he doesn't. He now spends his time looking at his phone or spending more time in the bathroom. The intent to connect is starting to fade, and he would rather focus on other things. He accuses you. While it may seem surprising, a common characteristic of a cheating man is that he accuses you of cheating. In fact, it's been shown that people tend to accuse their partners of what they're doing as a way to deflect blame and guilt. And if your man insists that you're the one who's being unfaithful, or if his response to cheating inquiries is that you're the person who's doing him wrong, this could be a sign that he's been cheating on you. After all, if someone accuses you of something that you're not guilty of, you would do everything in your power to rebuff, disprove, and discredit the accusation with clear-cut facts. On the other hand, if you were actually guilty, one way to try to absolve yourself from blame and avoid having to take the fall is to flip the argument back at the other person, no matter how ridiculous it may sound. So, if he starts playing the blame game and throwing accusations in your face, it could be because he's playing games behind your back. Lack of interest in you. Life can get in the way of your relationship, and a lack of interest may also be due to life stressors such as demands at work or feeling overwhelmed. Additionally, in the beginning of a relationship, the level of interest may be different. But, when you start to notice a pattern of this behavior, it may be a sign of infidelity. Midnight calls and texts. You woke up in the middle of the night, and your boyfriend was not in bed. He's outside talking to someone. Who would call him at this hour? Maybe, you would see his phone light up, which means someone messaged him. Again, who would do that in the middle of the night? If it's an emergency, you would probably know. Sadly, if your boyfriend asks you to let the issue go or finds some excuse, you might want to consider he's being unfaithful. He feels distant. We can tell when our partner begins to distance themselves. He's slowly becoming a stranger. The man who used to be so romantic, passionate, intimate, and attentive has changed. You don't feel the connection anymore. You feel that he's distant, and at times, it may seem that he doesn't want to look into your eyes. Of course, this can be due to work or family stress. But the most common reason for such actions is that he's already falling for someone else. Doesn't invite you out as often. You used to go out and check out new coffee shops or restaurants. Now, he always has reasons, or maybe, he just doesn't invite you to go out anymore. You might start to feel like he's slowly distancing himself from you and starts to avoid the things that will work on your intimacy. He has become secretive. Once has told you his whereabouts, but not anymore. He hides his phone and his schedule. He doesn't want to include you as much, and has become secretive with his time and life. Maybe he is hiding certain types of clothing, his wallet, his phone, or other personal belongings. He is out with friends more. It's okay for your partner to go out with his friends, but what if, all of a sudden, they have weekly plans that don't include you? There can also be cases where his friends are always asking for him. Feels weird? Then, maybe he is just using them as excuses. his excuses don't add up. He starts making up excuses for why he cannot do something, where he was, or who he was with. The story changes and things don't make sense. When a person is being honest, their story is always the same. If he is lying to you, he will have a hard time remembering what he said initially. He may say different things when explaining himself, or his timeline may shift. The more you question him, the more likely he might gaslight you, saying you are being nosy or asking too many questions. He has intimacy issues. How's your sex life? Did you know changes in your sex life can mean that your partner is having an affair? While there are scientific reasons why a person's libido changes, like stress and medical conditions, it can also mean an affair. With this in mind, if your once frequent and fulfilling intimate time together now occurs less often or your partner seems rushed, disinterested, and distracted, take it to heart that this man may be toying with your heart. After all, since he's off sowing his wild oats elsewhere, he doesn't have a real need, desire, or interest to be close and intimate with you. Plus, he may view his other sexual excursions and endeavors to be more appealing due to the fact that they're happening under a lure of secrecy. So, if you're finding that your man is pulling away from you, he may be trying to pull one over you. If your partner displays some of the signs mentioned, one way to know for sure if he's cheating is to ask him. Be upfront about your thoughts and feelings. It's never a good idea to invade someone's privacy. Hacking his phone or social media can be considered a crime. Best not to go that route and just ask him or get professional help. Remember, the key to getting through any challenge in a relationship is open communication, empathy and compassion. Try to deal with this as a team, and it just may work out fine. Good luck to you.